Hey everyone, I wanted to touch on some TV shows that speak about infertility. Some of us that struggle with infertility, they kind of get a little bit sad when they see the TV shows that have infertility in it. So I wanted to give you all a warning, possibly. If you don't want to watch these shows, these are the shows that you should definitely steer clear of. For me, I kind of like watching these shows just because it shows that I'm not alone, which in my logical brain, I know I'm not alone. But just the feeling, seeing it, it makes me feel better. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely jump for joy when I see a couple who have been dealing with infertility for such to be honest, it doesn't matter how long, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, it really doesn't matter to me. I just feel like with these shows, again, like I said, I just feel like I'm not alone. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of the words, like the correct words to say, because this isn't staged, this isn't written, like this is just me talking about these shows, so bear with me. Now, I actually have watched 1 through 4, shows 1 through 4, and I really didn't watch 5, but it's kind of funny because I feel like 5 kind of hits home with me more because I have secondary infertility, so yeah, I should actually watch it. But now, to be quite honest, I don't look for these shows. This is not what I look for. When I started Friends, I wasn't even trying to conceive because Friends was like my early pre-teen year. I don't even remember when it started. If it was in the early 90s, then it would be my childhood. And if it was in the late 90s, it would have been like my preteen to like teenage years. Yeah, I'm pretty old. That just said it all. So I'm going to start off because this has been 3 minutes of just me rambling, but the first one is Friends. I'm going to start off with Chandler and Monica and Chandler, because, well, to be honest, they were the main characters. So I'm going to start off with them, even though they were not the first to suffer the infertility in Friends. The people that's actually was the first people to suffer through that was Phoebe's brother and his wife. But let me get into it. So Monica and Chandler, they supposedly, Chandler had, I guess, not many swimmers. I'm not gonna guess. This is what I remember. I'm going off of memory, but he was having infertility issues and she was having infertility issues with her uterus. But when you actually watch the show, you see them actually, well, I mean, you don't really see them trying to conceive, but you see the struggles that they go through trying to conceive, and then all of a sudden they go to the specialist, or the doctor, I'm pretty sure it was a specialist, but they go to the doctor and then they get the news that they cannot have any children. So for me, I felt really bad for Monica because as far as I can remember, um, throughout the show, she wanted to be a mom. Like that's what she wanted to do. And I felt really bad. Um, it was just heartbreaking to see that a good woman, a good potential mother figure couldn't even have children. Getting that news, I honestly, I don't know the feeling of getting that news, but to be honest, um, getting that news would be kind of closure for me, um, but also devastating at the same time. It's just like, well, where do I go from here? Um, if I can't have any children, then where do I go from here? I actually have one child. She's a beautiful little girl. Um, so I'm pretty not really content, but I'm okay, but it would still be devastating. I just couldn't imagine not having any children and then being told you can't have any children. It's just heartbreaking. So yeah, those are the two main characters. Eventually they adopt, and the show kind of ends with them like in that season. If I remember correctly, in that season, um it kind of ends. You don't get to see Monica and Chandler actually being parents, which is something that I would have loved to have seen. Like, when I mean being parents, I mean like watching their children grow. The next one is Phoebe's brother. Phoebe's brother had an older wife. She was already she was already up there in age. I don't know how old she was, but I do know that she was, you know, too old to have children, which was really, honestly, I hope I hope she wasn't in her late 30s. So yeah, supposedly I hate that. Yeah, it was News 12, and apparently someone was killed in a house fire. Ooh, I hate that. So Phoebe's brother, I'm sorry, I'm going to start over. Phoebe's brother has a wife that's older than him. So he pretty much asked his sister if she can carry the children because supposedly his wife can, I guess, couldn't do it. So he had asked her to carry the children, well, child. So IVF, they took his wife's eggs and eggs. I still don't even understand, like, but anyways, it's just, I'm still thinking. Anyways, the point is that they could not have children, and they asked Phoebe to be a surrogate. So Phoebe agreed, and she was looking forward to having her niece or nephew, but surprise, surprise, she gave birth to triplets. Now, when Phoebe delivered, and I want to touch on this because a surrogate's life during that time isn't easy. Um, it's a really sad thing because you have to you don't even know if you're going to ever see these children again. You have to carry him, you have to take care of them for like 9 months in your womb, you know, or one single child. You don't know. So, to be honest, it's a sad thing for a surrogate to go through. So it's very selfless of them to actually go through what they go through. Even if they get paid, it's still very sad. Damn, and I'm on 10 minutes. I'm actually gonna make another video of the others, but we'll see what happens. But let me finish this up. So, yeah, so it's really sad for someone to go through that, but also rewarding. It's pretty rewarding because you gave a family the chance to build up. So, Phoebe understandably was sad. She wanted to keep one of them, but unfortunately her brother and her sister-in-law said no. You can visit anytime. You can, you know, you can be in the children's lives, but guess what? You can't have one because it's not yours. It's technically not yours. So she pretty much had to come to terms with that and let them, well, sort of let them go. But again, like I said, she was able to interact with them. Now, you only get to see them, you only get to see them for a short time, and then all of a sudden they're just gone out of the series, which I thought was pretty weird, but what are you gonna do? Anyways, next week I'm gonna be talking about This Is Us with Kate and Toby. Thanks for watching. Take care. If you if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to know more about the things that I talk about, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.